We are live in Milwaukee this morning, awaiting President Biden, why he's visiting the state for the second time in 5 months.
Plus, a warning from Madison police, why you should be extra cautious this week.
Plus, high praise for one of Wisconsin's gems. We'll share where Lambeau Field ranks among NFL stadiums.
Not quite as cold this morning. It's starting out in the upper 20s. A lot of sunshine. Should be a nice day today before some clouds and eventually some rain spreads our way. More coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning on a Wednesday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. You're waking up to temperatures that continue to get warmer and warmer, warmer than Thanksgiving and Halloween.
The graphic you showed earlier, Kelly, that the high on Halloween was colder than both Thanksgiving.
You know, up is down, right is left. I mean, everything's just all messed up, isn't it? Yeah, it was 36 on Halloween. Thanksgiving was 41. We're expecting 52 Christmas Day, so things are going backwards, it seems like. 28 right now in Madison, also Cottage Grove. Well, just updated. 26 right now in Madison, 27 in Middleton, and Windsor at 25. But we are running above where we were at this time yesterday, 14 degrees above where we started out yesterday morning. Of course, yesterday we started out in the teens. With that sunshine, southerly winds, we're expecting highs in the lower 40s. Should be a really nice Wednesday for us. Less wind than we had yesterday. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we're talking about those low 50s. We do have a wet system moving in. It's going to be bringing us quite a bit of rain starting Christmas Eve, and that'll continue throughout Christmas Day and even the day after. So it will be a kind of a wet holiday for us. A lot of sunshine today, though, as we climb through the 30s. Should be in the upper 30s at the noon hour. We'll gradually fall back into the low 30s here at 5 o'clock. So we are looking at a mild afternoon as we start out in the upper 20s this morning, but low 40s expected. A lot of sunshine, a really nice Wednesday for us. We'll track that rain going into the weekend. And is there any snow in that 10-day forecast? We'll take a look coming up.
Kelly, thank you very much. To our top story today, President Biden is back in Wisconsin for the second time in 5 months.
He is scheduled to touch down in Milwaukee later this morning. Our Shane Hogan is outside of where he will be with a preview and a look at what the national polls and Wisconsin polls are saying about the president. Shane.
Hey, Chris, that's right. We are live in Milwaukee this morning outside of the Black Chamber of Commerce. That's where President Biden is expected to speak later today. I want to take a look at how the president is polling nationally. First, let's take a look at the most recent Marquette University Law School poll. Biden has a favorability rating of 40 compared to an unfavorability rating of 59. That means those who were polled dislike the president more than they like him. And when it comes to a potential rematch in Biden versus Donald Trump, it's the former president, Donald Trump, who is up 4 points nationally, 52 to 48 over Joe Biden. I do want to mention that there is a 4.5 point margin of error for this Marquette University Law School poll. Now, taking a closer look at how things stand here in the Badger State. The latest 538 poll shows a similar trend to those national polls. Trump leads Biden in Wisconsin 45% to 41%. Trump is also the clear favorite among GOP candidates here in Wisconsin. Now, coming up in our next half hour, we're going to take a look at a new campaign strategy that the Biden campaign is saying they're trying to employ here in Wisconsin to target younger voters. We'll have more on that coming up in just a bit. For now, Chris, Leah, back to you.
All right, Shane Hogan reporting live for us this morning. Shane, thank you very much. Stay tuned throughout the morning and the afternoon today for more of News 3 Now's team coverage on the president's visit. You can also follow along on our Channel 3000 app or watch on Channel 3000 Plus.
Now to an unprecedented ruling in Colorado that could have major implications on the race for president. Colorado's Supreme Court has voted 4-3 to remove Donald Trump from the state's Republican primary ballot. The court said Trump is constitutionally ineligible to run because of the 14th Amendment. That amendment bans insurrectionists from holding public office. We'll have more on what happens now coming up in our next half hour.
6:04, there's a plea hearing scheduled for this morning for the former high school coach accused of secretly filming students. Brian Kitzman was a cross-country and track coach at Janesville Craig High. He's facing 19 charges in court. Police say he admitted to using a GoPro to record at least 18 students in the locker room over the course of 2 years. Officers say he also confessed to using his cell phone to film students through a hole in his door that connects to the locker room.
Meanwhile, a Madison man convicted of child sex crimes will learn his fate today. Zachariah Singletary has pleaded guilty to 4 felonies and 2 misdemeanors. In exchange, 29 charges against him were dropped. Prosecutors accused Singletary of pressuring and threatening minors to perform sexual acts. Sentencing is scheduled for 3 o'clock this afternoon.
A Watertown police officer won't be charged for shooting and killing an armed man this October. The Jefferson County DA's office says Officer James Simon's actions were justified. A DCI report shows police were looking for 30-year-old Justin Witten after hearing he'd broken into an apartment. He also damaged some property and stole a handgun. Officers ended up finding him near Luther Prep School. He led them on a chase with a skateboard and then a car. Officers say at one point he raised a gun and cocked it while turning toward them. That's when Officer Simon shot him. Witten died at the scene.
6:05 now. Madison police want you to make sure that you be a little extra careful closer to Christmas. Earlier this week, police say someone stole $1,300 meant for Bethel Lutheran Church. Officers say the crook broke into a parked car in the church's parking lot. Police say they've arrested the thief and believe that they're tied to other thefts in the area as well. With less than a week left in the holiday season, officers say they're also seeing more stolen packages in the downtown area.
And that's why we always caution people, lock your doors, don't keep valuables inside, take them with you, make sure nothing's visible that's important to you.
Officers also have a warning for students on campus who may be headed home for the holidays. They don't want those students to leave packed cars sitting overnight. It could be an easy target for thieves.
Next month, Madison City Council will vote on changes to Lake Monona's waterfront. The committee tasked with reimagining the area has approved those design plans. They include an elevated boardwalk, an amphitheater, and a new beach. They're also talking about an underpass near Hamilton, separate lanes for bikes and people, and more accessible fishing locations. The committee made all those revisions after receiving more input from community members over the summer.
More local news now. You could take a Madison Metro bus to Monona soon. The Monona City Council is beginning contract negotiations with Madison to join the Metro bus system. Monona City Administrator says officials are still working out the fine details. The Monona City Council would need to give final approval for any contract. Madison Metro is also in the middle of upgrading a new rapid transit line. Those are expected to be done next year.
Around the state, some pretty high praise in Green Bay this morning. Lambeau Field is now the highest rated NFL stadium. That's according to an online website. Research back up the website. That comes from TripAdvisor, Google, and Yelp. It's based on the average number of 5-star ratings in total per stadium. The average for Lambeau Field came in at 4.8 stars.
No other stadium like it.
Couldn't agree more. Those cold metal benches.
It is tight. It gets really tight in there.
Nostalgic.
Really tight seating. Yes.
Just a beautiful, beautiful space. We love it.
Congratulations to Lambeau.
6:07, let's check in with Kelly Slifka.
Yeah, we have cleared out now. We are looking at some sunshine. It's not quite as cold as yesterday morning, and even warmer weather along with some rain headed our way into the weekend. We'll have the first warm forecast coming up.
Also ahead, we're talking high school hoops. Mount Horeb and Baraboo square off. We'll see if Baraboo can keep their perfect record intact.
But first, we've got last-minute holiday hacks for all of you folks waiting until the final moments before Christmas weekend. We're in the 608 when we come back.
Celebrate home for the holidays with a better night's sleep at Ashley. Every day is a new deal. Save big on mattresses with discounts up to 83% off and get a free gift with your purchase. Only at Ashley.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Garage doors don't like the cold weather, but if it breaks, Precision Garage Door is always ready.
Does not matter if it's raining or snowing or any kind of other weather conditions, we're going to get it done on the same day. We know how important that is to our customers.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
I just love dancing, so I was always willing to dance through the pain. Since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports and being pain-free now, my mood and my energy has drastically improved. Once that energy gets into you, double spins.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Our solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Celebrate home for the holidays at Ashley. Every day is a new deal. Save big on furniture and mattresses with discounts up to 83% off. And get a free gift with your purchase. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Live in Milwaukee this morning, awaiting President Biden, who is expected to land here in just a few hours. He's slated to speak to the Black Chamber of Commerce during this campaign stop. Our all-day coverage here continues live on News 3 Now this morning. Coming up later in the show, we'll have more on what to expect from the president on this campaign stop. Chris, Leah?
All right. Shane Hogan, live in Milwaukee. Thanks, Shane. In the 608 today, with Christmas fast approaching, we're giving you some inspiration you might need this time of year.
Yeah, Josh Breiter is helping us out this morning. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, guys. So we knew just who to go to for a little advice this morning. Lisa Briggs at the Bruce Company is giving us some last-minute holiday hacks. First, we're talking Christmas gift baskets. We're helping you enjoy the magic of the season this morning with the one and only Lisa Briggs. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So we're here at the Bruce Company. You're going to help us make the holidays a little bit easier because there's a lot of stress this time of year.
It is a very fraught time of year, isn't it? Lots of motion, lots of family drama. And so why not make it a little bit easier on yourself?
So the gift giving, that's what always gets so difficult because having to think so much about other people, right? And making sure that you're giving them what they want, right?
Right. And so a lot of times, you know, you're thinking about that one gift, right? And it has to be perfect. And so maybe you just diversify a little bit and you think about something that somebody is interested in. It could be birding, it could be baking, it could be they need some pampering, it could be a million things. Everybody has something that they love to do. And then find a good container and then build them a gift basket. Because you're bound to get something in there that they really love and then a bunch of stuff that they like.
And these could be anything from really simple to even the more extravagant ones.
Absolutely. So I had my staff put these together because I've been really busy, and they went the extravagant route for sure. So we have, this one is for somebody who likes to cook, so there's all kinds of baking equipment and mixes and tools and all that kind of stuff. This one I would love to get. This is for birding, somebody who loves birds. So there's some bird feeders, there's food, there's some ID guides, even some cute little holiday napkins that have some birds on them. And then this one is for a gardener. So this is perfect for a gardener. So all kinds of tools and stuff. But like I said, they don't have to be this big. You can start with a much smaller container. So just find something that you like. Start filling it up.
You know, I even like the lantern. These are kind of in now. I see a lot of folks just putting them right out on their porch, or you can have that in your house.
Yeah, so it's useful afterwards. Same with the canister that you were holding before. So I don't know, I see this with some personal care stuff, like some really nice body wash and maybe a cool loofah sponge or something like that. That would be a really sweet gift.
And it's fun and meaningful, too,
Absolutely.
because you're personalizing it for whoever you're giving to.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Lisa, thank you always for making life a little easier for us.
You're very welcome.
We appreciate your time this morning. All this advice is up on channel3000.com. Lisa is so awesome. She always knows the ins and outs with everything.
I like the idea of putting the gifts in another gift. There's a, you know, that lamp, the lantern and then putting the other things inside of the lantern.
It makes it a little special. Like, there's something about it, because it's like, I really love those lanterns. I was just telling you guys, like, in that package there, but there's something about that. But yeah, stuff it inside there, and then you kind of have a couple of, you know, really fun ideas there.
If you guys are looking for gifts for me, you can put some cookies in a lantern. Mama's hungry.
There's still some cookies back there that I brought
know.
in from Monday, so I can't believe they're still here, and they're still good. So.
Yeah, they are good.
All right, thanks, Josh. Hey, he's always looking for ideas, so hit him up if you have one you want to share. And let's get to Kelly out on the patio. How's it feeling out there, Kelly?
You know, it's not as bad as yesterday morning. I can say that. Yesterday we were in the teens. This morning we're in the 20s, so about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than what we started out yesterday morning. Now, we do not have any snow. If we had snow on the ground, it'd probably be about 10 degrees colder. But take a look at the snow depth. Across the entire state, there's barely anything. You go north of Rhinelander, barely an inch of snow up there toward Ironwood, Michigan. Even the UP of Michigan only has patches of snow on the ground. And that is very unusual as we get in this time of the year. In fact, typically, that area, Ironwood, Michigan, down toward Rhinelander, about a 90 to 100% chance of a white Christmas. This might be one of those times when we have less than a 10% chance of getting a white Christmas up there, so very unusual. Here in Madison, we typically have about a 50 to 60% chance. That's a no-go this time when it looks like we're going to be dry. All right, the clouds are moving on out this morning, and it looks like we will see quite a bit of sunshine. Enjoy the sun today, because after today, it's going to be fairly cloudy. And thanks, Janet, for getting this on Raymond Road right here at the station, not far from the station anyway. Got this beautiful sunset, and if you'd like to send in your photo of a sunset, you're going to have to get it today, or some holiday pictures. Just go to channel3000.com and submit it on our weather page, and we'd love to show our viewers. Skies are clearing out right now. We're down to 26 with a calm wind, so not a wind chill this morning. We are looking at rain chances, though, ramping up. It looks like as we go into later Thursday night, mainly Friday, and then it looks like Friday night into Saturday should be mainly dry. Then another chance of rain ramping up later in the day, Sunday, or so that would be Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. Looks like kind of a washout, and that rain will continue into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So we're headed into the upper 30s. Here at the noon hour, should be topping out in low 40s today. Just a few high, thin cirrus clouds expected, but we will enjoy the sunshine today in low 40s. Late Thursday night and Friday, we have that chance of showers. Another opportunity of widespread rain Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. First of all, we have that shower chance coming in mainly late Thursday night into Friday. That moves on out. Then Saturday, mainly dry weather throughout the day. Most of the first half of Sunday looks dry as well. It won't be until Sunday, later in the afternoon, Sunday night. Kind of a washout. Not much snow across the entire state, so all of the state expecting some rain. Eventually, some of this may change over a little bit of snow, especially extreme northwestern Wisconsin as you get up towards Superior, then down toward the Twin Cities. So if you are traveling Tuesday, may encounter some minor accumulating snow, but it looks like Christmas Day, most of the state is not going to see any additional snow. That should be winding down. But by Tuesday, some additional snow expected from Superior down toward Minneapolis, then into south central Minnesota. Right now, 26 in Madison, 30 in Janesville. So it's a milder start to the morning. We've got mild weather with some 50s expected by Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It looks kind of wet for the holiday.
It's a busy time of year for Luke Fickell. The head Badger not only needs to get his team ready for LSU, but he also has to make sure his own players aren't leaving. And he has to recruit potential transfers from other schools as well as the normal high schoolers. It's a lot, and it's all thanks to the transfer portal, which some would describe as a portal problem.
I'm not going to get on a soapbox and say that we've got some issues in college football, but we've got some issues in college football. And I believe in the higher ups, and they'll figure this thing out. I just hope they figure it out a little faster than we might expect. I don't know that we can continue another cycle or two of this not knowing. I don't think it's good for the game. I don't think it's good for our young guys, but it makes it difficult.
After giving up 24 points to undrafted rookie Tommy DeVito, the Joe Barry's defense one-upped themselves and allowed Baker Mayfield to post the first ever perfect QBR by an opposing quarterback at Lambeau Field. Safe to say Joe Barry's defense has hit an all-time low, and that's saying something. But Matt LaFleur, he's sticking to his script. Joe Barry isn't going anywhere.
If I thought that was the best solution today, then we'd make that decision. But when you're having basic communication problems, you're supposed to be in a certain coverage or a certain rotation, and we're not getting that communication. That's what's so disappointing to me. So obviously, the coaching wasn't up to the standard, and then our performance on the field definitely showed that as well.
Bucks taking on the Spurs without Wemby. It wouldn't have mattered if he played in this one or not. First quarter, the Deer were out and running. Damian Lillard comes up with a steal, and he lays it up and in. And in the process, joins the NBA's 20,000-point club. Dame finished with 40. Giannis messed around and had a triple-double. Here's one of his 16 assists to Pat Connaughton, who buries the triple. Bucks dominate the Spurs 132-119. High school boys hoops, Mount Horeb hosting Baraboo in a Badger small showdown. Vikings got off to a great start. Hayden Anderson gonna spin and win for 2, and just like that, it's a 7-point lead for the home team. Thunderbirds trying to fly right back. Alex Hannigan uses a spin cycle of his own to cut into that lead, but the Vikings had it going on in this one. Nick Vorwald gonna dial one up from the grumpy troll, and Mount Horeb hands Baraboo their first loss of the season, 80-60, the final. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. Coming up after the break, we're taking a look at a Christmas tree that's out of this world.
We'll be right back.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle that doesn't break the bank? Come visit Stark on the Beltline. We've got Hondas, Subarus, Toyotas, and trucks, and local financing options to help you get the best rates you deserve. Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
Why chance deliveries arriving past Christmas when you can pick them up for free in just 1 hour? At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, save time and money on holiday gifts, hosting supplies, and other must-haves with our fast and free drive-through service. It's easy. Just place your order online at farmandfleet.com or on our mobile app and pick it up 1 hour later in our drive-through. We'll send you a text or email to let you know it's ready. When you arrive, get you loaded up and on your way in no time. Shop online, drive-through, and find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Stella uses AT&T for her internet and mobile service. Abby has Spectrum One. The difference is big. With AT&T, Stella pays a lot more.
I do?
It's $110 a month for AT&T internet and an AT&T unlimited extra line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets big savings. Spectrum internet with the most reliable internet speeds.
It's really fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security, and an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G, all with no added taxes or hidden fees. Now you can get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
With Spectrum One, Abby is saving big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings. So Stella, what do you think?
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Spectrum One is a big deal. Call 800-872-0180. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
We have a variety of quality pre-owned vehicles, including Hondas, Toyotas, Subarus, as well as many other popular brands, right here at Stark on Highway 19, located at 502 West Main Street here in Marshall, Wisconsin's premier pre-owned dealership.
We're back here at 624, sharing Linda's morning with everyone. She wanted to share the puffy little clouds up in the sky, which we learned were altocumulus clouds from Kelly Slivka this morning. So we learned something. Thank you, Linda, for sharing it. You can do the same. Just use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media.
Let's see what's trending this morning. Around the world, people are getting ready to celebrate Christmas this weekend, and it looks like the holiday spirit has made its way to space. Check this out. NASA is sharing images of a cluster of stars in space resembling a Christmas tree. The cluster is known as NGC 2264, or the Christmas Tree Cluster. It is the Milky Way, about 2,500 light years away from Earth. NASA's known about the cluster, but is now sharing new composite images they say enhance the cluster's resemblance to the famous holiday decor. And it actually does kind of look like a Christmas tree.
I totally agree. The green color is spot on, and I like the nice little touch with the twinkling lights.
The twinkling lights.
It's very nice. Gosh, space can be gorgeous, can it?
It really can.
Really cool images.
Sometimes I'm just amazed by, you know, whenever you see something up there, like even like Starlink when it's going across the night sky, like it's pretty awesome.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's get to Kelly Slifka and a quick look at that forecast. Kelly?
Yeah, guys, it's not quite as chilly this morning. We're starting out in the 20s, and it's going to be a milder afternoon. We do have a lot of sunshine. Get out and enjoy the sunshine today as temperatures climb into the lower 40s. So we're running about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Right now, temperatures at 26 in Madison, 30 in Janesville. It's down to 27 or 24 right now in Platteville. Temperatures climbing through the 20s, should be in the upper 30s and low 40s throughout the afternoon with plenty of sunshine today. Don't get used to it, though. We do have more cloud cover on the way and also some rain chances just in time for Christmas. We'll talk more about it coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This holiday season, learn how to protect yourself from fraud. Educate yourself about common scams and other kinds of fraud and how to avoid them. Recognize the risks and protect yourself at walmart.com/financial literacy.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $11.99 at papamurphys.com.
Habitat homes are not free. They're built and bought by hardworking families just like yours. Families with jobs, dreams, and a strong determination to create a better future. With stable homes, they can invest more in their health, education, community, and beyond.
I would end the day with sore feet, sore legs. The drugstore inserts that I was purchasing were really not very useful at all. I walked into the Good Feet store and the guy kind of grinned at me and said, I hear that a lot. I was living with chronic pain before going to the Good Feet store. Now I don't really have that problem. I'm able to do the things that I expect to be able to do, even at my advanced age. I feel pretty good about what's going on.
See what we can do for you with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright. Now get a built Ford Tough F-150 STX for $399 a month for 36 months with $53.49 cash due at signing. See your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
In partnership with Khan Academy, Walmart is offering a free financial literacy course. The course covers topics like consumer credit, insurance, and investing, and has tools for recognizing and protecting yourself from fraud. Take the free course at walmart.com/financial literacy.
We're live in Milwaukee this morning, awaiting President Biden, who's expected to land in just a few hours, why he's in the Badger State for the second time in 5 months.
Plus, former President Trump banned from running for president, at least in one state. We'll explain the Colorado Supreme Court's decision.
And the clouds are on their way out as the sun is coming up. We should see a lot of sunshine today and milder weather. In fact, we're talking about 50s into the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for waking up with us. It is continuing to get warmer and warmer. We're trending in the wrong direction for a nice white Christmas.
Yeah, up is down, left is right. Cats and dogs are getting along together, all that good stuff. And Kelly, it is the last day of fall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Winter officially arrives. Good news, guess what? The sun will be coming up a little bit sooner.
There we go.
And we'll have a little bit more daylight in the afternoons as well. We're already getting a little bit more daylight in the afternoons as the sun comes up now at 4:25. A few days ago, it came up at 4:22. We are expecting quite a bit of sunshine today as those clouds are starting to move on out. And it's not as cold as what we were yesterday morning. We're starting out 14 degrees warmer than what we started out yesterday. It's still cold enough for that winter jacket. It's 26 in Madison and Monona, 26 in Middleton. Of course, when you don't have snow on the ground, it doesn't get quite as cold overnight. And I don't see any kind of snow anytime soon. In fact, we've got rain in our forecast with 50s expected Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And this could be a wet system for us. Looks like kind of a washout for late Christmas Eve into Christmas Day and into Tuesday as well, if you're going to be traveling on the day after Christmas. Temperatures in the 20s this morning. A lot of sunshine expected as we climb in the upper 30s here at the noon hour. Low 40s expected today, just a few high, thin cirrus clouds here and there. Otherwise, a lot of sunshine. A really nice Wednesday. Enjoy the sun today because the clouds will be with us not only tomorrow, but right through next Thursday. And along with that, we'll have that rain chance. We'll talk more about it coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. To our top story all day long, really, the president making a stop in Milwaukee this morning. It's his second in a matter of months.
His campaign says we're one of 2 states where they're trying out a new strategy, too. Our Shane Hogan is live in Milwaukee ahead of the president's visit to talk more about that and the rest of what we can expect from the president today. Good morning, Shane.
Hey, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Leah. That's right. We are awaiting the president, who's expected to land here in just a few hours here in Milwaukee. We are live outside the Black Chamber of Commerce. That's where he is expected to speak about the economy. The last time he was here in Wisconsin was back in August, so not very long ago. He visited Ingeteam. That was a clean energy manufacturer here in Milwaukee. But today, he'll be trying a new get-out-the-vote strategy in Wisconsin. We spoke with a Biden campaign staffer on For the Record this week. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Wisconsin is one of 2 states that the Biden campaign is piloting a new way of organizing focused on young voters and African-American voters. So it is going to be close, but we are putting in the work to win next November.
Now, Democrats are not alone in targeting minority communities here in Wisconsin. Republicans launched a Hispanic community center here in Milwaukee back in 2021. So obviously, guys, this is the second time in 5 months that the president is visiting Wisconsin, meaning they are putting a major focus on the state ahead of the 2024 election. And of course, we want to remind you, we will have team coverage live all day here from Milwaukee, awaiting President Biden. Chris, Leah?
All right, Shane Hogan live in Milwaukee. Thank you, Shane. Vice President Kamala Harris will make the trip to Wisconsin next month. She's launching a cross-country reproductive freedoms tour in 2024. It'll start in Wisconsin January 22nd. That would have been the 51st anniversary of Roe versus Wade. The vice president had planned to visit to UW-Madison back in October, but that trip was rescheduled to attend the funeral of late Senator Dianne Feinstein. The White House hasn't shared where exactly in the state the vice president will visit or what time.
President Trump is promising to appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court after Colorado's Supreme Court disqualified him from that state's presidential ballot. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill breaks down the case.
Thank you. Former President Donald Trump defiant as usual on the campaign stage in Iowa, though never mentioning the unprecedented decision by Colorado Supreme Court to strike him from that state's primary ballot.
We will fight for America like no one has ever fought before.
The 4-3 ruling in response to a lawsuit brought by a group of voters challenging Trump's eligibility based on his actions on January 6th. Their question: whether those actions violated Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which disqualifies officers of the United States who, quote, have engaged in insurrection or rebellion from holding office.
Our voters got a fair shake in court, just like Donald Trump did.
Anticipating legal challenges, the court put its own decision on hold until January.
What the Colorado Supreme Court has just done is to kind of kickstart the process by which the United States Supreme Court is likely to rule. And their ruling absolutely will have some impact on whether or not Donald Trump, if he gains the Republican nomination, is eligible to appear on the general election ballot.
The Trump campaign called the ruling completely flawed and says it plans to appeal. Some of the former president's GOP rivals also criticized the ruling.
I do not believe Donald Trump should be prevented from being president of the United States by any court.
Similar lawsuits challenging Trump's candidacy have failed or are still pending in dozens of other states. Jared Hill, CBS News.
So U.S. experts predict that the Supreme Court will likely expedite the former president's appeal once it's filed.
Now a live look at the state capitol, where Assembly Speaker Robin Vos is calling for an in-depth review of diversity initiatives across state government, calling DEI practices cancerous. He made those remarks after the legislature's Employment Committee voted to release more than $107 million to cover a 6% raise for about 35,000 UW employees. That will happen over the next 2 years. Vos says he thinks DEI efforts have divided people and that he wants a truly colorblind society.
I have faith that legislative Republicans will begin a much-needed, long-term, in-depth review of every part of DEI in state government, be it in the Department of Corrections or the UW system, the tech colleges, or every part of state government.
A note about another part of that DEI plan. The Republican-controlled legislature is expecting to vote this spring on bills that would release funding for construction projects across the UW system.
Democrats at the state capitol have a new face in leadership this morning. Middleton State Senator Dianne Hasselbein becoming the new Democratic leader for the Senate. After the holiday break, a flurry of activities expected at the Capitol, and Hasselbein's going to be at the center of it as the new leader. She told our political reporter Will Keneally that includes talks with Republicans about possible tax cuts.
Certainly we might be interested in something like that, a middle-class tax break. The Republicans had a plan, but that was a tax break from everybody making $30,000 to $300,000. That's not a middle-class tax break. So hoping to have those conversations and seeing if we can get somewhere.
This conversation is part of a series of sit-downs with News 3 Now. We're talking with power players from both parties at the state capitol. You can stay tuned right here for more. And in more local news, we have an update from Beloit. Voters there will have the choice of several new polling locations next year. City Council approved moving the polls away from schools because of safety concerns. There will be a total of 7 polling locations, none of them at elementary schools like in the past. The new locations include the public library, a golf course, several churches as well. They were based on their geography, disability accommodations, and how close they are to bus stops. You can find the specific locations up on this story over on channel3000.com.
All right, we are talking about some temperatures that'll be warming into the lower 40s later today. A lot of sunshine. Enjoy that because we have some clouds and eventually some rain in our first warm forecast coming up.
Also ahead on News 3 Now this morning, we have some last-minute holiday hacks for you as we approach Christmas weekend in the 608. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meriter, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
I volunteer because it's, I think, the right thing to do, and selfishly, yeah, I get a lot of joy from doing it. It's a joy that comes from taking people to where they need to go. Just watch your step coming out. You can't bottle it, you can't buy it. That only comes from volunteerism. When people really need to get to those medical appointments and they don't have any other means, I just look at it as kind of like the least I can do to try to help out.
It's one thing to say you have the most accurate forecast. It's another to prove it, and we've done just that.
For the third year in a row, First Warn Weather has been certified most accurate in Madison by WeatherRate, an independent research firm. They study all news stations' forecasts every day to determine which forecasts align with the actual observed conditions.
Only one station came out on top, and that's News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
Trust the First Warn Weather team for your most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
This morning, ahead of President Biden's latest visit to Wisconsin, his second in the last 5 months. We're outside of the Black Chamber of Commerce here in Milwaukee. That's where President Biden is going to be speaking on this campaign stop. He'll be highlighting the economy here in Milwaukee. Our all-day live coverage continues here on News 3 Now this morning, and coming up in just a few minutes, we will have a little bit more on what to expect from the president, and again, all-day live coverage. Chris, Leah?
Jane Hogan, thank you much. So let's get to Kelly Slifka on the patio. How is it out there, Kelly?
Still a little bit chilly, but nothing like it was yesterday morning at this time when we started out in the teens. We're about 10 to 15 degrees milder this morning. Still need the winter jacket if you're going to be out for any duration, but it's going to be a nice afternoon. In fact, we are looking at the sun coming up. I want to show you what the difference. This is just, we've been going opposite direction. Remember Christmas, or remember Halloween this year was rather chilly. We only got to 36. We're forecasting Christmas to be 52. This kind of is reminiscent of 2019. Halloween was 32 and Christmas was 55. Now our all-time record Christmas high was 56 back in 1982, and that was another year where Halloween was colder than Christmas, so things are kind of upside down this year. And looks like the unusually mild weather will continue. I know we had that one stint of winter yesterday, and looking at temperatures in the 40s tomorrow. That'll continue into Friday and also Saturday, even talking about 50s going into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So that's well above our average, which will be down toward 29. And even though temperatures cool off next week, still running above average. The clouds are departing now. We had some clouds overnight, and that actually helped keep temperatures up a little bit, acted like a blanket, but now those clouds are moving on out. Temperatures up to about 41 today. That's running 10 degrees above our average. Sun will be coming up here at 7:25 this morning. Now, we do have some rain chances coming our way. Enjoy today's sun, because it looks like that the clouds will move in tomorrow. Most of tomorrow dry, but it'll be tomorrow night into Friday. We'll have that chance of rain. Dry Saturday, but another chance of rain moving in. It looks like later in the day, Sunday, continuing into Monday, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas. A lot of sunshine today as we climb in the upper 30s here at the noon hour. Should be in the low 40s later today. So we are looking at sunshine today. A nice afternoon. Looking at some rain late Thursday night into Friday. Another washout. It looks like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Could be some widespread rain. First of all, Friday, if you're going to be traveling, some wet weather, especially in southern parts of the state. That'll be moving on out as we go into Friday night. Saturday looks to be dry. It won't be until later Sunday, Christmas Eve. If you're going to be traveling, that's when we are expecting some rain to spread into the area. It's going to be rain mainly across the entire state going into a Christmas Day. Really little chance of any kind of snow across the entire state. Until we get into a Tuesday, extreme sliver of northwestern parts of the state might see a little bit of snow mixing in. That's on the way home from Christmas. If you're going to be traveling, especially to the northwest, you might encounter some of that snow. But right now, Christmas Day looks to be dry across the entire, or as far as snow, we're not expecting any kind of snow across the entire state. But by Tuesday, could be a little bit of accumulation if you are traveling to the north or west of Eau Claire. 26 in Madison right now, 30 in Janesville, 23 in Lone Rock. Sunshine up to 41 today, 42 tomorrow with more cloud cover. Chance of rain mainly late Thursday night into Friday. And then another chance Christmas Eve into Christmas Day with temperatures in the low 50s.
Kelly Slifka, I don't know what to say about it. But
you complain about 50s?
Kelly just wants to play sand volleyball year-round. That's all he cares about.
I just don't like, I'm happy there's no slop on the roads for people traveling this weekend. So.
Silver linings. Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. With Christmas fast approaching, we're offering up some inspiration in the 608.
Don't need snow when you have Josh Prider. Good morning, buddy.
I would like some snow here too, but hey, we're going to deal with it, and we're also going to help you out with those last-minute holiday hacks this morning because we need a little help as we're approaching Christmas weekend. We caught up with Lisa Briggs of the Bruce Company for some last-minute holiday hacks. Last half hour, we talked Christmas gift basket ideas, and now some advice on keeping those Christmas plants alive. One of our favorite things for the holidays, of course, is all of the decor, and that comes with the plants. Lisa Briggs back with us once again. Lisa, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So, I mean, we love this time of the year, right? Because things are still growing, and we can keep these things living even this cold time of year. Well, it's not even that cold outside right now. But
it is not. I'm hoping for some cold and some snow, but right now, you've got plants growing inside. And so there are a lot of really popular holiday plants. And so I thought I'd just pick the top ones and give everybody some tips on how to keep them lasting their best for the longest amount of time.
Because that's the biggest thing is we want to keep these living, you know, as long as we can through the holidays.
Yes. So let's start with the poinsettia.
Probably the more popular one.
It is super popular and a little temperamental. So the trick with poinsettias is to remember that it's from Mexico. And so it likes it to be warm, so you don't want it in a drafty place. It likes full sun to keep these are bracts, modified leaves, not the flowers. And you want to let it dry between waterings. You don't want it to be sitting in wet. A lot of times poinsettias will come in like a foil wrap or another pot. You want to make sure that there's drainage. So slit some holes in that foil or move it out of the foil to water it.
And these things will last a long time if you keep them living. Yeah.
They will, and they're difficult to get to recolor. I know a lot of people want to try, and you can certainly do that, but the best thing is to just get a new one. They come out with new colors every year, so that's kind of fun.
A couple other popular favorites here.
Okay, this is something that we always get calls about on the noon show, is the Christmas cactus, which are usually Thanksgiving cactus, and the way you can tell is if you see these little leaves, they have a point. Thanksgiving cactus come in more colors than Christmas cactus, and they bloom for longer. So the trick with these Christmas cactus is that they like a cooler temp. And again, they're a succulent, so you want to watch the watering. You don't want to overwater. If you have one and it hasn't blossomed yet or set flower buds, the trick is day length with these guys. So they like the days to shorten. So put it in a room where it's light during the day, but dark at night. And then this is amaryllis. So these you get often as a bulb. They're super exotic, native to South Africa. And these are really easy to deal with too. You just plant the bulb. Kind of high, shoulders up, and then this will come up, this flower stalk, and when it's done, you cut it back right here, and then another one will come up.
Oh, really?
And when that one's done, then leaves will start to come up. So you want to keep the leaves going all summer. You can put it outside in sort of a morning sun location, give it some fertilizer, and then you can restart it next fall and get flowers again next year. My favorite is, of course, the cyclamen, because I have a cold house, and so they like a chillier temperature, evenly moist.
All the options for us.
All of the options, no matter where you want to plant in your house, we can help you out with that.
I love it. Thank you so much, Lisa. Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you,
We
too.
always appreciate your help. Lisa is so knowledgeable.
She's so fun to watch.
With everything, too. She just knows so much as far as, like, plants. I'm not a good plant dad. We always do fake plants because I just can't keep them alive.
I told you boys this earlier, but as soon as Zeke was born, all my plants died. It's like I forgot how to take care of anything living other than a baby.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's true. Priorities. Zeke is
Priorities
doing well.
change, yes.
Those babies need water, too.
Yes,
they do. Gotta water them. Gotta water them. I have a Christmas cactus. My mom particularly loves them. But I learned you don't have to water them as much as your mom might be bugging you.
Overwatering can,
I think that's my biggest problem with plants is I always think they need more water, and a lot of times I'm drowning them. So yeah.
There you go.
Good advice.
Josh Briner, thank you very much.
You bet.
All right, it's 6:49 coming up in the morning sprint. We're going to bring you all of today's top headlines.
And we got a birthday today to celebrate. We want to say happy birthday to Imogen. Thanks for celebrating with us. Have a wonderful birthday. If you have a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We're back after this.
Watch News 3 Now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
Toyotathon is on. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota. We're going to need a bigger tree.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Toyotathon is on. Make your holidays a little more magical with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Stoughton Health with 3 convenient urgent care locations.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Shane Hogan starts us off live in Milwaukee this morning with more on the president's visit. Shane.
Hey, Leah, good morning to you. That's right. We are live outside of the Black Chamber of Commerce here in Milwaukee. That's where President Biden is going to be speaking today. He's expected to highlight the economy in his speech. And the Biden campaign is investing early in this swing state ahead of the 2024 presidential election. And a good reminder for you out there, we will be having live team coverage all day on News 3 Now.
The Colorado Supreme Court has blocked former President Donald Trump from the state's presidential primary ballot. Justices ruled 4-3 Trump is ineligible for the White House under the Constitution's insurrection clause. It marks the first time in history that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment has been used to disqualify a presidential candidate. The U.S. Supreme Court will almost certainly make a ruling on the decision.
State Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says DEI practices are, quote, cancerous. He's calling for an in-depth review of diversity initiatives in state government. His comments follow a state deal with the universities of Wisconsin that releases money to schools in exchange for cuts to DEI positions. Voss says he thinks the efforts have divided people and that he wants a truly colorblind society.
A Watertown police officer who shot and killed a man will not face any criminal charges. The Jefferson County District Attorney's Office determined Officer James Simon's actions were justified in the shooting of 30-year-old Justin Witten. Reports released yesterday revealed that Witten had a stolen handgun and raised it at officers when he was shot.
A Madison man convicted of child sex crimes will learn his fate today. Zachariah Singletary pleaded guilty to 5 felonies and a misdemeanor. In exchange, 29 other charges were dropped. Prosecutors accused Singletary of pressuring and threatening minors to perform sexual acts. His sentencing is scheduled for 3 this afternoon.
Madison police want you to be extra careful as we get closer to Christmas. In the downtown area, officers say they're seeing more cases of stolen packages. Earlier this week, police arrested a suspect they think stole $1,300 from a parked car that was meant to go to charity. MPD thinks that person is responsible for other thefts in the area, too.
Madison Metro Transit could soon take passengers to Monona. City Council recently voted to begin negotiations with the transit provider. Administrators say a conceptual route has been discussed, but the finer details still need to be worked out. It comes as Madison Metro is currently upgrading to its new rapid transit lines. That's expected to wrap up sometime next fall.
All right, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. Not quite as chilly this morning. Still need the winter jacket with temperatures in the 20s, but by the noon hour, upper 30s. A lot of sunshine expected today as we head into the lower 40s this afternoon. Otherwise, right now we're starting out at 25 here at Madison. That's the coldest we've been so far as we've cleared out now. 23 in Lone Rock, Juneau 25, 26 in Watertown, Janesville currently 28 degrees. Temperatures climbing through the 30s, should be in the upper 30s here at the noon hour, tapping out into the lower 40s today. So a little bit milder, running about 10 degrees above our average for this time of the year. Enjoy today's sun because it looks like an extended period of cloudy weather, and we do have some rain in our forecast. The better chances will come in late Thursday night into Friday, and widespread rain expected by Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, and looks like more rain chances by Tuesday and Wednesday. There is a chance of snow. It's just after Christmas.
We love to hear it. Kelly, thank you very much.
We'll have a news and weather update in 30 minutes.